I swear to you guys that I have recorded this many times, and I hope this is the good one. So another example. That example was done with decimals. Now we're gonna do it with a whole number, such as 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. Let's suppose that someone tells me change this number written in standard form and change that into scientific notation. Okay, they tell me that. I need to follow the rules, of course. The first rule was, wait, before we even start, tell me or think where is the decimal point in this whole number. You may say, Miss, I don't see it. And of course you don't see it because we don't write whole numbers with decimals, because those are whole numbers. Every whole number have their decimal point here. If I just write that point, does it change the whole number? No, it doesn't. So every whole number has its decimal point there. Why? Because it doesn't change the value. First rule to convert it into a number written in standard form, I need to place the decimal point after the first digit, going from left to right. So the first digit was this one. Here is where I place the decimal point. And then I can write it down. 4.444400000. Guys, it is not necessary to write these zeros. Why? Because if I erase them, it doesn't change a number. Where would I have to write them? If I had, for example, one other number here. If I had more numbers after the zeros, then I will have to write them down, but you don't have any more numbers, so that means you can skip those zeros. I can skip them. I can avoid writing them, okay? Now, this was the first step, writing the number with the decimal point after the first digit. Second step, add times 10. The second step was easy. Third step, count the spaces that you need to move this decimal point in order to reach the original point, which was this one. Remember that if you move to the right, the exponent is gonna be positive. If you move to the left, the exponent is gonna be negative. But to get to here, I'm gonna need to move to the right. That means my exponent will be positive. Let's start counting together. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to move that point 10 times in order to reach the original point. So my whole number will be times 10 to the power of 10. Do I need to write the positive here, the positive sign? No, it is not necessary. So that will be my answer. Let's move to the next one. Remember, you need to copy this slide. I said that you gotta copy 3 slides. Let's read what it says. It says, a positive exponent shows that the decimal point is shift that number of places to the right and vice versa. What we just did. If I move to the right, my exponent is positive. If I move to the left, my exponent is negative. This will be easier than the last exercise. You just need to see the number 4.66. And then I see if the exponent is positive. Yes, it is. It is positive. That means I'm going to move to the right. How many times? The amount of times it says here. It says 7, so that means I'm going to move this point 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The original point is now here. You can write it. If you don't want to write it, that's fine, because remember that point doesn't change a thing. And what do I do with these spaces? I fill them with 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. And I am done. Easier, right? It is easier to do the other one. Now, next one. I write the number 5.3 times 10 to the negative power 4. It's negative, so I move to the left. And, I move to the left. And how many times? I need to check that too. 4 times, because it is negative 4. So let's move it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the decimal point is here. Why? Because I moved the original point, which was here, into where it should be. I just fill the spaces with zeros and I am done. That will be the number written in a standard form. Now, last slide. Please pause the video, copy the exercises, and solve them by yourself with pencil, because in case you get a mistake, you can correct it. Copy those exercises, pause the video while you're doing it, and then play the next video to check if you did it properly or not. Remember, you need to upload all these that you wrote in your notebook. You need to post it in OneNote in order to count as a classwork. Bye, guys.